The first time the little alien cubs saw a pomegranate, they thought it was a star. It sat in the human supply crate like a captured sun, round, heavy, its skin glowing a deep, mysterious red. Light from the cargo bay lamps reflected off it, as if it held a secret fire inside. The cubs gathered around, their large eyes shimmering with curiosity. They were Kiri, Moro, and Pip, 3 juvenile members of the Velari species, small, furred aliens with oversized ears and long, expressive tails. To humans, they looked impossibly cute. To their own people, they were energetic troublemakers who asked too many questions. The Velari exploration ship had docked with a human trade vessel in neutral space. It was supposed to be a routine cultural exchange. No one expected a fruit to change everything. "What is it?" Pip chirped, his nose twitching. Moro tilted her head. "It smells like rain and sunlight." Kiri reached out a cautious claw and tapped it. It didn't move. "It's warm," he said softly, surprised. From behind them, a human voice laughed gently. "Careful there, little ones." The cubs spun around. The human stood tall but relaxed, wearing a blue logistics uniform. Her name badge read Dr. Elena Ramirez. "It won't bite," she said with a smile. "That's a pomegranate." "Pomegranate?" Pip repeated carefully. Elena nodded. "A fruit." "From Earth." The cubs exchanged looks of awe. "Earth grows stars?" Moro asked. Elena laughed, a warm sound that echoed in the cargo bay. "Something like that. Would you like to see what's inside?" The cubs nodded eagerly. Elena took a small knife and carefully cut the pomegranate open. The moment it split, the cubs gasped. Inside were hundreds of jewel-like seeds, each one glowing ruby red, packed together like a treasure hoard. The juice shimmered, catching the light like liquid gemstones. "It's beautiful," Kiri whispered. Pip's tail swished so fast it blurred. "It's full of tiny stars," Elena smiled. "They're called arrows. You eat them." "You eat stars?" Moro asked, stunned. "On Earth," Elena said, "we believe beautiful things can also be nourishing." She scooped a few seeds into her palm and offered them. Kiri, the bravest of the three, leaned forward and delicately picked up a single aril. He sniffed it, then placed it in his mouth. There was a moment of silence. Then Kiri's eyes went wide. "Oh," he breathed. "Oh." Pip and Moro leaned in urgently. What is it?" Kiri's tail puffed out in delight. It tasted like happiness. That was all it took. Soon all three cubs were eating pomegranate seeds, their faces stained pink, their delighted chirps filling the cargo bay. The taste was unlike anything they had ever known, sweet and sharp, bright and deep. On their homeworld, Velara, food was efficient, nutritious, practical. This was something else entirely. Elena watched them with quiet amusement. Humans had brought many things to the galaxy: technology, music, stories, but food, she had learned, was often the fastest way to a heart. Over the next few days, the cubs returned again and again, begging for the red star fruit. They asked where it came from, how humans grew it, why it had so many seeds. "Because life likes to keep going," Elena explained, showing them a hologram of an earth orchard. "Each seed is a promise." Moro pressed her paw against the image of a pomegranate tree. "Your planet makes promises," she said softly. "Yes," Elena replied. "We try." Word spread through the Velari ship. Other cubs came to watch. Then older Velari. They were fascinated not just by the fruit, but by the way humans talked about it, with stories, traditions, and emotion. One elder asked Elena during a formal meeting, "You cross stars carrying fruit?" Elena nodded. "Food is culture, it's memory. It's how we say, this is who we are." Meanwhile, Kiri, Moro, and Pip developed a new ritual. Every evening, they would sit together and share a pomegranate, dividing the seeds equally. They learned patience, sharing, care. "This fruit makes us happy," Pip declared. "It makes us closer," Kiri added. When it was time for the ships to part ways, the cubs were devastated. No more starfruit? Moro asked sadly. Elena knelt down. "Actually, I have something for you." She presented a small sealed container with pomegranate seeds and a data chip. "The seeds are for planting," she said. "And the chip has instructions adapted for Velara's climate." The cubs stared at her in shock. "You're giving us a promise?" Pip whispered. Elena nodded. From Earth to Velara. Months later, on Velara, something new grew beneath the violet sky. A small orchard, its trees heavy with deep red fruit. The cubs, now a little older, ran between the trunks, laughing. The Velari people gathered, tasting the fruit, sharing stories, discovering joy in something simple and beautiful. They named the fruit Ilara's heart, after the human who brought it. Far away, Elena received a message. A hologram flickered to life, showing 3 familiar faces. "Hello, Elena," Pip chirped. "Our promises grew." Moro held up a pomegranate proudly. "It still tastes like happiness." Kiri bowed slightly. "Thank you for teaching us that beautiful things are meant to be shared." Elena wiped a tear from her eye and smiled. Across the vast, cold distances of space, humanity had done what it always did best. Not by force, not by fear, but by kindness. They had shared a fruit. And in doing so, they had planted love among the stars. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tailies from across the galaxy.